This box. Pack a punch! Oh my god! I think it makes vodka!
Hold on a sec, let me restart Skype.
Alright.
Live in like 7 minutes. It's gonna be rough tonight, man. You got MLG COD going on, you got Nade Shot going on, you got fucking... You were a nightmare tonight.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah, I'm about to see what I'm made of, I guess. I don't know. I got Ash coming on too.
Who's coming on?
Ash.
Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of people. Wow, the Incredible Orb is streaming too, man. He hasn't streamed in a long time.
Yeah, no, he normally streams in the morning too. He's streaming at night now.
Yeah, that's crazy. Wow, MLG Call of Duty at the top now, man. They only get 100 to 200. Now they're at the top, close to 2K.
You didn't have GD no re this morning?
Nah, advice, he's moving, so no internet connection. But yeah, tomorrow I think we should be good to go. Did you already start the pre-show?
Yeah.
Alright. Let's get it out.
All right, what is up, ranters, and welcome to the Weekly Rant. Tonight, I decided to talk about girl gamers. With this recent, let me fix my camera here real quick, actually. With this recent, I don't know, girls draft announced by 360 Icons. I don't know why they keep doing these, because they always seem to create a lot of drama within the community just because of who the girls pick and whatnot, so it ought to be interesting, but I do have the man himself. I don't know what title I should give you. Actually, the Girl King of COD. I don't know. I don't know. But we got the man Schoolyy himself who runs all those girls leagues and stuff. So I've never had you on the show before. You know, I'm always interested into. I'm actually really interested into why you went the whole girl route and everything. So we'll get into that, of course, this show. And I'm gonna bring in Lady Insanity right now too, because
Okay.
I want to chat about what your guys' thoughts are right now on this whole girls draft thing and whether or not we should really have them.
That's awesome,
So
man.
I'm gonna let the girl king of God.
I like that title,
I
man,
I
and thanks
gotta
for having me on, man.
I gotta come up with something better. That doesn't have that good of a ring to it.
Yeah, that was good. I like that.
Oh, why am I bringing this guy in? Get out of here! Get out of here, Turbo. Yeah, what's up, Lady Insanity?
Hey.
How are you doing
Yo,
tonight?
Hey. I'm doing well.
How are you? How you doing?
Sure.
Are you one of the captains? Are you one of the captains in this girls draft
Yes, I
that
am.
360 Icons is putting on? What do you think of all this girls draft stuff?
I'm
Because
ex-
you're
hmm?
excited for it?
It's gonna be fun. I'm not gonna like hinder on it or anything like that. But the only thing is, I'm expecting it to kind of implode. It did
Yeah.
last year in a really
Yeah, I know.
bad way,
Yeah, I know.
and with the turnout, it's already capped. There are reserve captains too. I
Mhm.
mean, I saw a couple of people, a couple of girls complaining earlier about how they didn't get in because they're only 32, and they're already like throats being cut over it.
I know. I've already seen over Twitter girls fighting over who they're gonna pick. They're already claiming players. I'm just
Oh,
waiting for it. I'm waiting for it. It's gonna be dramarific. I'm gonna have content for the Weekly Rant for like 6 months straight after this thing goes down. So
I kind of want to
wow.
be
good
an
stuff.
instigator and just grab like I know there are certain like people that are going to choose like for instance like they're going to choose their boyfriends for instance like off the top of my head Vitrix would most likely choose Rambo, right?
Yeah.
Like I imagine someone's going to be like, I'm going to pick Rambo just to mess with her.
I know, right?
Yeah, I was just thinking that. That's a good tactic.
Well, and then
She's
all
met-
this e-girl crap that revolves around this community too. I'm just picturing all this shit that's gonna stem from this. I mean, it'll be good. It'll bring in a lot of views for 360 Icons, of course, which is what it's all about. But
Rather than the draft drama that is going to
damn,
happen, they're going to have fun with it. They're going to be like, you know what, you can fight. It's okay because we got the viewers in the stream.
yeah, exactly. I mean, that's what it comes down to. What do you think about the whole girls draft thing, Schoolyy?
I think it's good, man. When I first found out about it, I actually didn't know that they had did it before, and it was kind of cool to know that there's other people out there doing a lot, for the ladies in Call of Duty. And I was thinking, yeah, that'll be great, man. I never even thought about having a draft with, ladies coming in and picking, pro players, AM players, or anybody for that matter. So I think it's good.
Yeah, I
think
think
it's
it's
good,
interesting
man.
how anybody can
Hopefully
just
it'll be
sign up
fun.
and then, yeah. I hope it turns out well, but I know it's not.
Consistently said with a slight hesitation.
Yeah.
Hopefully
Yeah.
it turns out well.
Yeah, hopefully it turns out well, but I mean, you never know. It gets drama. There's enough drama just with the guys, let alone when you put all the girls in one draft like this, where you got to pick all the pro players. Oh Jesus, I'm waiting on the content. It's gonna be awesome, but I've never had Schoolyy on this show, and you have this girls league. When did you start this girls league up?
2012, and I want to say, I think it was December is when the league started. Yeah, it was. Yep.
So last December? Oh no,
Yes, December.
yeah. Well,
This
the
past
recent
December,
the
yeah.
recent Black Ops 2 league, and then you started the whole girls thing. What made you go just to the girls, to just strictly girls?
Well, before then I'd already been doing, COD Ladies Night for, over a year. That started back July 2011. And I said, let's try to do something different, try a league. And I'm a huge sports fan, man. I played college football and, basketball, high school football and basketball. And I wanted to kind of bring that feel where you had to, kind of get up for a game week in and week out and, things of that nature, have a playoff system and then prizes at the end of the season. So I wanted to kind of bring that for the ladies, with the league. And that's pretty much how it happened, man.
Yeah. That's great. How's it gone so far? I think you've been growing. It keeps growing. I'm just curious because I mean, how many girl gamers are there actually in this community? I don't even know.
Oh man, there's a lot.
How many teams do you guys got over there?
Right now we have 10. We started off with 12, got up to 16 teams, and then now we're at 10. Like 10 established, consistent teams.
Yeah, I keep seeing you keep posting out new and new like tournaments and contests and this and that. I know you got like a whole new stream schedule throughout the week for this stuff, and then you got your GG No Re show now every morning. Which, if you
Yes, sir.
guys don't know, Schoolyy and Advice actually put on I guess a COD morning show. I don't even is it solely just based on COD, or do you guys just talk about anything?
For the most part, but yeah, we try to get into anything gaming,
Yeah,
maybe a little sports talk as well. But yeah, primarily it is Call of Duty.
yeah, yeah. But they do a morning show every morning at 8 Pacific Standard Time.
Yes, sir. 8 o'clock in the
Right?
morning.
Yeah. 8 Pacific Standard Time, 11 Eastern Standard Time. So you guys should check that every morning. It's a pretty good show. They do a good job. Him and Advice. It's mainly just Advice talking a lot. I'll admit that. Advice has some chops, man. He can talk.
Yeah, and I think that's great, man. And
Yeah, props
shout
to
outs
that
to
guy.
him.
That guy can talk forever. So that's good stuff. But Ash, what
Yeah.
have you been with this girls thing since the beginning, since Schoolyy started it?
Not since beginning. He ran it during Modern Warfare 3, so and I kind of quit for StarCraft, so I didn't get to actually experience that much with Modern Warfare 3 and Ladies Night. But I mean, I've been doing some of them for Black Ops. I mean, unfortunately, Ladies Night is on a Friday, and I switch off for like those nights I can't play and all that. But I'm doing his ladies league, and it's every Sunday, and they have a match again. We have to play a different girl every single week. And last Sunday, we beat Team Allure 3-0. And that
Yeah.
was fun. And it rotates. There's like conferences. I don't know how to explain it, Scully. Like you were the one who's heading it. Like the way that your conference and divisions work.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead
Yeah.
and explain that real
Yeah.
quick.
Well, basically, just like in other sports, man, you have conferences and divisions. So within each conference, there's two conferences, but within each conference, you have two divisions, and it breaks down from there with teams. I believe it's two or three teams per division. All in all, it's five per conference, and then at the end of the season, the top three from each conference will move on to the playoffs. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And where did this all stem from, the conference thing? Just because, I mean, there's not really that many female teams out there, so you can't just run like a ladder or something, or just some idea you had.
Yeah, that and everybody's doing the ladder, so I wanted to do
Yeah.
something different. Or they can kind of look forward to something every week and play for something in like a 20. It's a 20 game season, so and obviously it's going to be adjusted based on events and things of that nature. Like when UMG was going down, that was a bye week, so nobody played that weekend to support what UMG was doing. So
Hmm.
yeah, that's basically where it came from for the most part. But yeah, just kind of be different and bring that the sports and esports, if you will. Every week you play somebody, and then there's a playoff system at the end.
Yeah, that's good stuff, man. I mean, yeah, I don't know. You definitely created a place for the girl players to go play. I mean, I guess that's what it came down to. I don't know. I mean, why don't you girls try to play with the guys at all, Ash? Why do
Well,
this? Why only play with girls?
Well, for at least for my team, at least, how it was is that we only wanted to do the ladies league, right?
Yeah.
Like for the rest of the week, we just wanted to keep practicing and doing scrims and all that. We have every intention of going to MLG and then another tournament I can't name, and then some other ones. But the other thing is, it's like to do game battles, to do anything that is online, it's really frustrating with the DOSing.
Yeah.
Like we got DOSed out first round of Frag Cup. That was just extremely frustrating. Like, and Roxy has a really bad connection as it is right now. I mean, not right now. She used to, because whatever. She lives in Iraq. But it's kind of like stuff like that is just unnecessarily frustrating. You just don't want to deal with it. I mean, I give complete props to the different teams that do it, but for us, it's a waste of time if you're going to wait there for an hour and then not even be able to play. So we
Yeah.
have every intention of playing it, but playing in with the guys, I guess you could say, but it's going to be at live tournaments. It's going to be where it counts.
Okay.
So your team plans on attending all this MLG stuff and everything if MLG does pick up the COD title.
Hmm. That's the plan.
That's the plan. That's the plan.
That's the plan that
What's
we're sticking to.
yeah? I mean, but what's the competition like over there? Because I mean, you guys mainly focus just playing against other girls. I don't know what you guys do in like I guess your off time from the girls' league, but do you scrim against many guys teams?
Yeah, it would always be finding different guys to scrim on GB or whoever's available at the time. Like we don't really care for, oh, let's play against a whole bunch of friends or whatever like that, or we don't really like scrimming against girl teams. Nothing against them, not saying that they're bad. It's just whenever you go into it, there's a mentality that, oh, this girl team beat this other girl team, oh, they're probably better than the other one, and it turns into like this freaking fight kind of thing, and then everyone's trying to one up each other. And we try to avoid that as much as possible. Our team doesn't like arguing for the sake of, looking better in the limelight or what that crap.
So I want to talk about. I mean, it is an entire girls' league, and I don't follow many gamer girls. I think I follow like maybe a few. So I don't know what all goes down over on that side of the fence. But there has to be a shit ton of drama stemming from this league. There has to be. That's just
Sure.
hidden from me.
Team changes primarily, and then a lot of girls going at each other. I stay away as much as possible from the drama, and I ended up fighting against what is it, a girl team that was more based in California. No. Their team was more Midwest, but one girl was hosting from California. That's what happened. So,
Wow.
yeah,
I just don't. I don't know.
there's a lot of undermining. Let's just put it that way.
I remember
It's
I watched the GG No Re when Schoolyy had you and Roxy on, and it started getting into girl drummers. Like Roxy's like, oh, I'm out. I'm bouncing. Peace out.
Yep.
I respect that about her. She stays away from Twitter and all the drama and stuff. I don't know how she does it. I wish I could, but it's
Yeah,
kinda
we
like,
have our own little we have a person that just feeds us like everything that's happening so we don't have to actually get into the fights.
yeah.
So it just works out better for us. I mean, if you're just paying attention to the drama 24/7, like right now I got word about like some YouTube like girl commentators that are fighting like to the death, and it's like I don't need to pay attention to that. That's stupid.
Yeah, apparently, I mean, YouTube's getting pretty dramarific. I am hearing like everything's just like I don't know, man. Drama like fuels success for some reason right now and on the interwebs, and it's kind of unfortunate. Like just I mean, last show I freaking roasted that one guy, and yeah, that created a whole viewership awesomeness. But I mean, that's just it's almost like what you have to do. Like right now, talking about the girls' league and everything, and we got 84 viewers in here. See, I mean, you try to keep it serious, and nobody cares about serious now, though. They just want
Because they
drama-filled
want to watch
entertainment.
Bezo dance.
Oh, I know, right? That guy. But I don't know, man. I just don't know. I don't this whole ladies draft thing, and then isn't there another pro draft for 360 icons, and it's
Yep.
just oh my god. I don't know why ego has to. I don't know. Well, I guess might not be ego, but why 360 icons needs to dive into the girls thing when you got a pretty good hold on it yourself. I don't know.
Because-
Maybe you need to start doing a draft thing, Schoolyy.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Maybe something I could, do in the future. But shout outs to them, man, because I honestly never thought about doing something like that, and
Yeah.
for them to do it, they actually, this is the second time they've done it, so that's good for them, and great job.
Let's just hope it's not a nightmare like last year. 5 hours draft. Oh my god, that was the biggest headache in the world.
The draft was 5 hours last year.
Yeah, because no one could connect on Skype. Like I already told
Oh yeah. I
Ego,
remember.
you need to
Ego
put
said
it
it's
on
like
either raid
Mumble.
call.
It's like
Yeah.
on like he was talking about Mumble or like some other program.
Yeah.
I forget.
Ventrilo or raid call or
Yeah.
anything would just be so much better.
Yeah, definitely.
But it was a
What's the
5
maximum
hour
you can
draft.
have on Skype anyway? Was it's like 20 people
So-
maybe?
Yeah, before things get really bad.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's way too many people. I think I've had 20 people in this chat before for a show, honestly. I think one show got a little out of hand and people kept adding people in.
I remember that.
Yeah.
That was really bad. And then
Yeah.
Aches kept chatting in the chat saying, "Get me in there!"
I know right now everyone's distracted by Nade Shot stream and MLG COD, and that's why I was kind of conflicted on whether or not to put a show on until later. I mean, I support MLG COD and all they're doing, and we want COD on the circuit as bad as possible. So I don't know. I don't know what I should do here. I'm conflicted. I don't know if I should continue on or watch this stream because I've shut the weekly rant down many a times before to support tournament streams and stuff like this. So
What does Nashon actually do? I know MLG is doing the show match, but
yeah,
is
Nate
Nashon
Shot's
just doing
playing
scrims?
just a 3v3 S&D tournament. I mean, 360 Icons has their daily tournaments now.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, that goes on like that daily tournaments. That's a good thing, and there's a lot of people playing them, and a lot of people are interested in watching that stuff too. I know a lot of people wanted me to get into the whole roster change thing, but I think roster changes are just kind of monotonous and stupid to talk about anymore because they happen so much. So
Definitely.
I don't even want to talk about Karma getting dropped from frickin' Farico because of his girl issues, I guess. Who knows? Who knows with this fucking place? But I mean, I can bring more people in here. We can invite some more girls in here. I'm sure Ash and Schoolyy have a plethora of girl gamers in their Skype list because I have none of them.
Vicious, get in here. She's
We
chatting
can
in the chat.
we can have a little girl talk. That's what I kind of want this to be. We haven't had. I think I've done one girl gamers talk. One.
Yeah, it was
And it
me,
was
Rox,
yeah.
Electric, and
We had Optic Midnight on here too, I
Midnight.
believe. Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't even remember what we talked about. What did we talk about?
we talked about
Drama,
a whole lot of
probably.
things. Oh, remember Hazel got really mad at us? What is
Oh
it?
yeah, we were talking about pro hose and stuff like that. I remember that.
Yeah, the naked pictures and all that goodness.
Oh, that was back when this show was purely about drama. Those were the good days. Those were the good days. Those were the easy days.
The easy days. Oh, Twitch money, no biggie.
No, but I don't know, guys. People in the chat, we got 100 people in here now. What do you guys want to see? You want me to try to get some more girl gamers in here and we can just chat it up that way, or do you want me to go in a different direction right now? I mean, it's only been 20 minutes into the show, and normally we're kind of hurting right now. We're kind of hurting, kind of discouraging.
Squid Grip is giving you the shout out. We want Biza. Oh my god.
Don't, no.
No,
swear.
stop. Just stop.
Bezo is not gonna ever come on this show again. I'm sorry, it's never gonna happen. That guy, I told him not to, and he did, and then he came back in with the lights on and did it again. And I don't want that stuff. Well, let's see. Last show we there ended up being a dance-off between Bezo and Sharp.
Oh my goodness.
On webcam, and Sharp was twerking it, like, I don't know, shaking his thing, you know, and then Bezo comes on the camera with the lights out, first of all, and Bezo loves to dance in his Waldo boxers for some reason, so he was doing that, so I ended the call, booted him, and then he joined back in with lights on and started doing it again.
The chat exploding was absolutely fantastic.
It was terrible.
Oh,
there was no point to it at all. But yeah, I mean, maybe you guys can help me get some more girls in here. You guys, I mean, we got the girls king of COD right here. Come on. Oh, man.
That's funny,
I am
man.
gonna come up with a better title for that. I'm not gonna lie. That's a little rough. It doesn't flow. It doesn't roll off the tongue at all. But I don't know. I mean, you got 10 teams, so you got about 40 girls. What are we doing? What are we doing? Can you guys discuss the new stuff being released, the DLC? Nah. The new DLC, new maps, new gun. The gun will never be allowed in competitive play ever. I don't know why people think it will. It's just not viable. There's no, like, everyone has to buy the DLC. That's why the maps are never allowed in competitive, because not everyone buys the DLC.
Well, I remember Ego talking about it, and he said that actually, as long as there is a competitive map within the DLC, there is an opportunity there to bring it on. It's better than having the same 12 game type / maps like in the same rotation.
It is. I mean, there is the chance, and a new gun has never been brought into a DLC before, so I mean, it ought to be interesting. Because at first, everyone was saying oh, it's just going to be added into zombies, but now it's like a legitimate new gun, and it's a hybrid. It's a hybrid AR and SMG too, so it could be pretty badass. But I don't know what to think about it. until it comes out.
I just kind of chuckled because Vaughn was already saying, "Oh, it's overpowered. That's why it's in there. And it's gonna get banned." It was really funny. He was joking, of course, but I thought it was a really good touch.
I think it's great, man. When they said they're going to be doing some things that's never been done before, boom, there it is. I think it's great, man, because that has never been done before with Call of Duty. You see it a lot of times in other shooters that don't have like a weapon DLC. But yeah, this is great, man. I'm looking forward to the Peacekeeper SMG, man. I'll definitely be using it, taking it into league play, and hopefully going up against people who don't have it, so I can brag a little bit.
I'm waiting for people to come out with videos on how they got diamond on it. Oh my god, you guys! I got the diamond Peacekeeper.
Now, is it going to fall under the SMG category for sure?
I think so. I'm not
That's
completely
stellar,
sure.
man.
What if it's its own category?
I hope not, because I already got diamond camo on the SMG, so it'll be easy to get it with that gun.
Bezos in here. Jesus.
Hi,
Yeah,
Visa.
but if it does go to SMGs, am I gonna have to get diamond on that? Am I gonna have to get gold on that to get my diamond back, dude? I'm gonna be pissed. I thought I saw Vaughn tweet something like that, and then he said, "Nah, just kidding."
Yeah, he was kidding about.
So if he's just kidding, it's going to be automatic. It's going to be done already, or what?
I have no idea.
Mm.
Or maybe, I mean, maybe you just have to get it to gold to get that in diamond as well.
I love the uncertainty.
I don't know. Is this vicious?
Yeah. I just remember looking at it on Reddit on the r/Black Ops 2, and they were like, "Damn you, Vaughn!" And it was the exact his tweets. Oh, I can't remember. I need to plug that in.
Did I call? Call failed. Call failed. Call failed.
No.
I do. I mean, I don't hear from the girl gamers enough in this community. I mean, no one really, I don't know, like I said, I don't follow any of them, but the Weekly Rant is 100% followed back. I guess not a lot of them follow the Weekly Rant then, huh? I guess I need to dive into the female side of COD a little bit
I
more.
would tread carefully, but
That's what I'm saying. I'm scared to go there. It's like the dark side. I'm afraid.
well, I mean, there's a very good community of girls that that participate in Ladies' Night, and there are a lot of ones that are really nice and actually do genuinely want to get into competitive gaming. Like for instance, last Ladies' Night I played with two girls that one of them was really new but really wanted to get into competitive gaming, and the other one she's a few months in and she's like gung ho about doing it, and for these Ladies' Nights and what Schoolyy does is really good as an introductory to getting into this community. The only thing is that once they get in, you don't want to manipulate them into what a lot of the perceptions of, I guess, the pro hos and all that stuff that everyone's so used to.
Yeah, I know that shies a lot of girls away too. All that speculation about just pro hos and all that crap that stems from events, and I mean it shies a lot of girls away from gaming competitively. I know that firsthand. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, do you hear a lot about that anymore? Is that even going around in the girl community still, or?
It's gonna get worse whenever the events actually pick up the pace. It's gonna be
pick up, man.
It's a fulfilling rotation. Every single time, I don't know. I think I've been to maybe 20 events so far for MLG, and it's no matter what, without there's always gonna be one girl that's gonna be the pinnacle of pro hoing or something like that, and it's just going to be grabbing attention towards it, and then everyone's going to go, well, if this girl does it, then the rest of them must as well, and it becomes an affiliation kind of thing, and it's just oh, we have to fight this all over again.
I mean, what do you girls do within your own community to try and stop it? Anything?
I used to be gung-ho about it, but I kind of stopped because it turns into you fighting against a whole bunch of trolls that will say the same thing over and over again. But I think what's worse is that Keemstar and a whole bunch of people are oh, drama alert, hashtag that, oh my gosh. And then they're just going to spread it, and it just turns into freaking
reality TV.
Yes, exactly.
I know, right? I'm saying, man, the COD community would be the best reality show ever.
Mm.
Yeah, you're right, man. I always say that it'll have its own version of the Bad Girls Club and Jersey Shore.
Yeah.
Within the Call of Duty community, man, it's crazy.
It's ridiculous. Just follow everybody in the COD community and just put a Twitter feed up. That's all you need to do. Go game. viewers galore.
Freaking, I'm just waiting for Perez Hilton. I mean, I guess Keemstar is of that, but just for COD or competitive COD.
Yeah.
I think it's going to turn into that because too many people are, I guess, trying to get famous from exposing other people. It's becoming too much of a trend that is
Yeah,
turning
who does
everyone
that?
against each other.
Who does that? I don't know who does that.
I don't know. I mean, all
God.
these people.
All these people that just expose people for views and trying to gain e-fame. Who does that? I don't know. Those guys are dicks. Jesus.
I know, right? Jesus, they should just shut down whatever they're
God,
doing.
dude, they should just quit and pack it up and go home.
That's funny, man.
Yeah, that was good. I had to. I was like, whoa, coming at my neck right now. Hold on, inadvertently coming at the rant snack. Oh, Jesus.
Well, you know that what you do is completely, well, okay, not completely different, but like there's a certain taste for what you do. Like you'll put it into a perspective that you're trying to correct it, whereas others are trying to get the views for the sake of views, and then trying to expose that and continuously expose different things and just ruining other people's lives for the sake of ruining it. Like for you, you have a purpose for it. You want to improve this community. You know, it's not just, hey, let's make fun of that person
man.
for the shits.
I'm trying. But there's still idiots out there that keep going to these dumbasses and they get screwed, and then I hear them crying to me. I'm like, what do you want me to do? I'm not your father. You made the decision. Freaking live with it. But we do have Vicious in here, and she hasn't said one word. Are you shy? Come on, you're not shy.
I just don't want to cut anybody off. I feel bad.
This is the rant. Everybody says that when they first come on the show. I just don't want to cut anybody off. I'm like, this is the rant. It's a freaking romper room in here. You gotta speak up. You gotta speak up, or you'll never
Watch
get a
your
word
mouth.
in.
I'm trying to talk.
Yo, you want to
But-
fight?
Definitely, let's go. We'll get so many more viewers in here.
Oh God, e-girl fight on the Weekly Rant? Nah.
Tweet it out. Tweet it out.
Nah, that's okay. That's okay. But I'm assuming, I mean, you play in Schoolyy's Ladies League?
No, I'm not in the ladies league. I've
Why not?
participated in ladies
not?
night. I'm not on a team.
Why not?
I wasn't on a team when it started, so I was previously on the Rebels in Pink, and then they added someone else to their roster. They have a new roster now, and I kind of was taking off break before I'm starting a separate team, so it just wasn't feasible to go play it by myself, because that's not really a legitimate way to play, obviously. But so I totally support it, though. Like, you'll catch me in there watching the girls play. Like, I still root on the Rebels. I love them to death. So, and I support, like, all the girls teams out there. It's awesome to see, you know, somewhere we can go and play. And, you know, of course there's going to be the challenging each other and the amped up will to win, I guess you could say, which is always going to be there. But, you know, I feel like people make it out to be more dramatic than it is. Like, people are always going to focus on, oh, well, this was a really good day, but there was one fight. So, you know, clearly the girls can't play without fighting. And it's like, just because there's one little thing that happens doesn't mean that all of the girls are that way, or that's the way the whole community is, because there's a lot of girls that do support each other and support what Schoolyy's doing for us, and that's what I really wish would be more focused on.
Well, I know I'm gonna start supporting Schoolyy more. I haven't done it enough. Schoolyy's a good guy. He needs all the support he can get. We need to start supporting the people that do stuff right in this community, and Schoolyy definitely does it right. So
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
I mean, it just all the bullshit needs to stop, because I keep saying this is the do or die year for this community right now in any competitive scene, and some people agree, some people don't. I mean, there will always be that little competitive, I guess, I don't know, clique around the COD community, of course, but I'm saying if we want to make it any type of big thing for this community, as in tournaments and stuff like that, we need to shape up this year, and that's essentially what I'm trying to do with this show. But, I mean, now that we got 3 of you in here, what do you guys think of the rest of the COD community's perception of the girl community being the weaker players?
That's always going to happen. I've said this for years, and I really hate the reality of it, But until an all-girl team, not just like a girl on a guy's team, but an all-girl team makes it to top 8, nothing's going to change really. Because no one's going to give them that credit. Hell, even in Counter-Strike, there's a team that's sponsored by Razer. And was it United? And they're really good. But the only thing is that they're still under the same like tyranny of, oh, they're an all-girl team. They don't participate in enough guy tournaments, I guess you could say. Mm-hmm. It's always going to be like that until someone decides to step up, make a whole girl team, and then place.
Yeah, definitely. I agree.
Do you think there's any girl teams out there that could do it?
To be honest, I can't be completely sure, because I mean there are girls that I think in this community can have the potential to do it. Hell, I want it for my team. I definitely want it. Well, of course, we still have to find a fourth that actually meshes with us, and yeah. But overall, I hope to God that there is, but I can't say that any girl is going to step it up this year unless, because there's also this kind of stigma against being on an all-girl team, because a lot of girls want to join a guy team because they have a better chance, there's less drama, so to speak, and they're just always going to do that because they're always going to think that way because they don't think that they can get it with an all-girl team. Technically you can, but the only thing is, are you willing to work for it?
Amen.
Yeah. Like something I learned from StarCraft was a lot of these, like in comparison, the people don't understand, or the COD kids don't understand that this becomes your life. This becomes everything that you do. If you have school, completely understand it. If you have college, you completely understand it, work. But if you're trying to be a pro player, you're going to end up doing exactly what Rambo does, exactly what Nadeshot does, exactly what Farico does. You're going to play at least 6 hours a night. You're going to spend every single waking moment with your team.
Yep.
So
a lot of people don't realize how much time goes into this.
Yeah, I think one thing that gives guys the edge when it comes to playing against females is a big, huge part of winning and being able to win is going into a game with confidence. And you can bet that most guys' team, when they go up against a girls' team, they're immediately confident because they're like, what the hell, I'm going up against a girls' team, we've got this in the bag. And so I feel like I'm an edge over the females because, no female team's unless you go in there purposely trying to be cocky, is going to be like, yeah, we got this in the bag. But all guys' teams are going to think that, oh, it's a girls' team, okay, we got this. Like, let's not free round for us, And I think that gives them the slight edge, is having that, cocky, confident attitude going into it.
Yeah.
Well, why can't you girls have the same cocky, confident attitude going into it then?
Well, personally, I don't want to do that because I'll set myself up for failure. But I mean, like, it's funny because Sam says that. But whenever my team back when Quantic Ham, whenever we competed, against Fearless's team, the way that he approached it, like, they had the exact same kind of perspective. Like, they're a girl team, this is going to be easy. But then, like, there's people like Fearless who go, well, yeah, they're a girl team, but you better play 110%. And, like, I have a lot of respect for that because I'm starting to get more people like that for scrims. And it's like, finally, you don't have to deal with, not necessarily being harassed, but, like, just having people poke fun and say, oh, this is a girl team, let's just play, like, a scrim or two and then dip out.
Or they don't even try. That's what's more like, it makes you almost upset when they come into a game and then they start screwing around, like they'll pull out pistols and stuff like that, and it's just like, you know what, like, play me legit, play me like a guy's team, don't come out here and pull out snipers and pull out pistols and try and be cocky, like, play us like a real scrim, because it's so rude, like, to just come out there and try and act like, well, I'm better than you, so I'm just going to screw around now because there's no point to this game.
I think more of you ladies teams need to show up to LANs, though. You need to earn that respect.
Definitely.
You need to earn the respect. It's not gonna
I've been doing that for 6 years. It's easier said than done.
Well, I mean, it's not enough just to have like a few of you come. You guys got to come in packs. There's be like 5 all girls teams show up to the next COD LAN.
That's what it used to be back in Halo, and then moving into COD too. I think one COD event there was, 5 or 6 teams that were all girls. But the only thing is, it was just like, I think that was whenever COD was dying down. I can't remember which event, like for Anaheim, I think. And it's just like a lot of girls come to these events, but then they immediately like get centered around I'm seeing everyone for the first time. I'm gonna have fun over I'm gonna compete. And like I talked to a couple of girls and they had like that exact mentality. And it's like you can't I mean MLG is fun as hell, I'm not gonna lie. Like I have a lot of fun with all the after parties and stuff, but then you get people who decide that it's gonna be a vacation. You're not going in you didn't pay the team pass, you're just going in for fun.
Freaking 10-year-old in the chat.
I just
Respect
started reading it.
dealing with Sam Stores doing with Peggy other than.
Those two are so easy though. Like it's not even hard because you just like go along with what they say and just laugh at it, and it's not even hard. I mean, you'll get shit from other people like me. If I get caught talking to Samzors on Twitter, people are immediately like, OMG, why are you talking to him? Like, thirsty, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, you know, Sam, yeah, he's like, he's Samzors, okay? Everybody knows him, but, I mean, he's still a cool kid, and I feel like so many people have, like, preconceived notions of him, and just because he has a record, like, people are like, well, you shouldn't be friends with him because he's done this with this girl, and it's like, oh, stop. Like, he's just a person.
He's just a person that's not going to be an issue. That's the way that I see it. If I see him in an event, I'll be proper, but it's not like every single one of the... Like, if they're thirsty... I hate that word, by the way. If they're thirsty and they're going to tweet at you, it's like, cool story, all right, be friendly. But the moment that they get way too friendly, it's like, shut your fracking mouth, dude. I really don't care. I don't know.
Why do you think a lot of girl gamers don't show up to events? Because there really aren't that many that show up.
I can speak from because I've actually never been to one, but I just got into gaming this year, and since I've started, like, I wanted to go to Chicago so bad, but by the time I was looking up flights and stuff, I was looking up flights in September, and they were like $500-600 from Oregon, which is the West Coast, to get all the way to Chicago, which is why I'm stoked that there's like rumors of Anaheim, because I'm going, like, there's no way I'm not gonna go, and I wish there were more West Coast lands. Like, Schoolyy talks about this all the time, like, we need to bring more COD to the West Coast, because it's just, like, for someone like me, I'm going to college and paying all of my bills myself, so it's so hard to, like, save that extra money to go to an event, but for one that's close enough that I can afford that stuff, it's so nice, because now it's like, it's not going to cost an arm and a leg to get an airplane ticket, and you can get a hotel, and then if you do play, you know, you can have that extra bit of money saved on the flight to get the team pass and stuff like that. So I think it's like, for me at least, it's being able to get somewhere that's close enough.
Just to let you know, Anaheim will definitely be on every single year, because they have the biggest turnout because of StarCraft and League in California. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I feel the same way.
I was gonna ask you the same question. Like, why do you think not a lot of girl gamers show up to events?
I think, well, the money issue is a huge problem. Like someone said in the chat, sponsors, but
that's the same with the guys' side too. There's always that money issue.
Yeah, that's always going to be an issue. But I was going to like tap into how people say, well, what about sponsors? Because I had a couple of people like ask me, like, how do you get sponsors? Because I've been to so many, and it's like the way that I look at it is, it's like you can't rely on sponsors. Like, a lot of people think that, oh, you're a girl, you're immediately going to get it. No, you work your ass off for that. But like I think a lot of girls are under the conception of that they're just going to get a sponsor and then they're going to go. And whenever it comes to the point where it's like 2 weeks before the event, then they're like, oh, I guess I'm not going to go to that event because I didn't have the money for it. Like, it's stupid, but I've heard so many girls, not only in the COD community, but in the StarCraft and Halo community, say that exact line.
Do you think a lot of girls are just afraid to show their like faces at events?
I think that one girl, Pink, is definitely on that, but...
What are you talking about? She was at Chicago.
No, I'm saying well, after Chicago, then you got Drama Alert Keemstar getting everyone on her case. So
What? I don't even follow Keemstar. I really don't even know who the guy is. What happened? Fill me in.
Oh, basically he posted her nude and then also started talking about her and Fizzerp on his channel. And then like she got an influx of almost 1,000 people following her now, and then calling her like tramp and stuff. So
What, she
like
had nudes out there or something, and this guy had them somehow?
like 4 years old nudes. Like everyone had. Well, at least I know.
4-year-old nudes. How old is she? She's not that old.
She's 20. I know she's like over 20.
She had posted that it was taken when she was 17.
Oh
Yo,
yeah.
So he's posting amateur nude. Like, that's not even amateur. That's like freaking child nudes.
Well,
like
it depends
illegal.
on what. It depends on what state. But
Mountain Dewey in here. He has the info. He says she was 18. I'm sure.
yeah,
I'm
she was part of the
guessing-
Gears community at the time, and she was.
Yeah, I've been hearing that too. I've been hearing that.
Yeah.
So
The
who
story
is this
that-
Keemstar? Who is this Keemstar guy though?
He comes from Halo. He made the FAG Nation, which is the Federation of Asshole Gamers. And the way that it is,
What?
yeah, which would troll like a whole bunch of people, and then put their videos on YouTube, and it would just be like trolling on like little kids and like different girls and all this stuff, and they would make money off it. But now he has this drama alert thing where he talks about the drama in the YouTube community. So like iFly, who was the guy that iFly exposed? I can't remember. But him too, like the different things, Woody's gamer tag drama and all that. And one of the things was that he talked about that girl Pink recently. Like that kind of stuff, you don't want to go to an MLG event and you have someone down your throat, like watching your every single move. Like it's really uncomfortable.
I've never heard of this guy, so
Yeah,
I
well,
guess that's a good thing.
there's
Does-
certain
does he have a big
variations of
following?
relevancy.
Does he have a
Yeah.
big following? He does. Of course he
Well,
does.
A lot of people know him in the YouTube community as far as Call of Duty and Halo. Eh.
And
Yeah, it's like it. Yeah, the drama alert thing has 25K subs. FAG made him popular because he was the big proponent of that. But he's more. Just think how, I guess, infamous Boss Nasty is. Like that name that everyone knows but doesn't like talking about positively. So.
yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I gotta. Boss Nasty did try to clean up. He cleaned up a bit. I'm not gonna lie though. He tried to. I think he's
Yeah,
still
I
trying
know
to.
that.
But he has that, I don't know, history about him that people just won't forget about, and that's unfortunate.
Well, once you settle into the community with one persona, it's the hardest to get everyone away from it.
Yeah.
That's kind of interesting you say that about him because I met Boss Nasty probably maybe less than a couple of months ago, and I had never heard of him before. I didn't know his persona, his history, and I had tweeted him, and one of my friends told me privately, like, you know, you need to be careful about who sees you talking to Boss Nasty because he has a reputation.
Damn.
And I thought that was so weird because I'm like, you know,
you're
unless
lucky
I
didn't
know
see it.
someone,
I would have brought it up.
yeah,
I
I'm
would've
just
talked
like,
about
unless
it.
I know someone and they've like done something to me personally, or unless it's a totally ridiculous situation that's like, wow, they really did that. Like, I don't really judge them, so it just caught me off guard. So I was like, well, he hasn't done anything to me personally, but I'll definitely be on my guard, I guess, because I had no idea of all this like history or whatnot that happened with him.
Mm-hmm.
He's an interesting fellow, but I don't like talking about Boss Nasty. Somehow that dude's name always weasels in there somewhere, like no matter what. Dude, I don't know. It's just funny. It's just one of those things, but.
I feel bad, but I mean, I've known about the guy and technically known him since Shadowrun. So it's just like,
Oh, yeah,
at this
since
point,
the pro Shadowrun days.
yup. The days whenever he
Damn.
get kicked out of the lobby so I could play. Yep.
What? Boss
Oh, those are
Nasty
good
getting
days.
taken over by a girl gamer. Uh-oh.
Yo.
No, I was a pro coach at the time. That's why. Like my team was
Yo,
top
what's
3.
up, sister? Fellow pro coach right here. What's good?
Oh no, I didn't mean to make it sound like that. I'm just saying
Yo,
they wanted me in the
what's
party.
up? What's up?
Oh my god, I will leave the chat right now. Do not make me take off my earrings. I swear to God.
Oh boy.
Yeah, but let's talk about the future of the ladies' league for a second, Schoolyy. What do you got planned? Anything new planned for the season, for future ladies leagues, for possible growth maybe?
Well, hopefully, if EU and Australian Ladies Night grows, I want to try to do something international with the league where they have a place to play as well to try to incorporate them together. But I guess for the future, I mean, with this being the first one, you always want to get better, improve, be more organized, try to limit the roster changes if you could.
That's
Definitely want to
that's the
incorporate
main
having.
thing. Like that's the
Yeah, it
main thing
is,
we need
and
to bring into the guys like side of things too, because I mean, we've been saying a lot of people have been saying it. Nade Shot, Hex, a few others have been saying that like I mean, a lot of people were talking about how like LoL and StarCraft and all this. A lot of people stay tuned into that because of the storyline behind the teams. Like
yeah,
because teams stay together for a good period of time, and then stories like just the storylines, and it becomes like just what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. Becomes I don't want to say soap opera, but
They build.
I mean I don't know. It just builds a storyline that fans can follow and are interested in, and with constant roster changes happening basically on a weekly basis, people can't keep up with it. I can barely keep up with it. I mean, I don't know how they expect their fans to keep up with it as well. And Optic Gaming does a very good job of keeping the same roster. I think that's about the only team though right now. Them and Complexity. I mean, everybody else just keeps switching rosters, switching rosters. It's
Mm.
annoying. I'm tired of it.
I think what is it? MLG wanted to make a roster lock for all of the like Halo, COD, and all of them. They wanted them to go into it thinking, okay, this is the season. You have to stay with your team for 2 seasons, otherwise you're gonna lose your pro points. That
Yeah.
was proposed at like a couple of the pro meetings, and a lot of it got debunked. But I mean, if that were, I mean, like held even Schoolly's league, it's gonna have a roster lock like in 2 weeks. But then
hmm
again, COD
What
is
for
so
playoffs?
adjusted. Just in general, because it's gonna run into I think April.
yep.
Yeah. Uh, but the other thing is, it's just like it's gonna. There, this community is so surrounded on team changes that
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
it's hard to get out of that habit.
I don't
Like
know
you
why
could.
like one thing goes wrong, like and oh, you're dropped.
Mhm.
It's just
Oh, you
stupid.
have a Red Bull sponsor. We're gonna drop our teammate for.
Oh Jesus! Don't even start that.
uh,
Yeah, that's a little rumor up in the clouds going around. I don't know
mm.
though. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, we need to figure something out with these roster changes because they do need to stop changing so frequently because it is really annoying and it's really hard to keep track of it.
I think once the higher ups deal with it, then it'll just be easier. Like if MLG, if oh god damn it, I have to be careful with my words. If any tournament head says, we need you to have a roster lock for this season, like I think a lot of teams will actually listen to that and be like, okay, this isn't just
Yeah, but
mom and pop talking.
there is to be like a some sort of punishment for it though, and normally the punishments aren't. I mean, a lot of teams are willing to take the punishment, like lose some pro points or something like that, if that's what it would be to maybe pick up a player that they find is better and more suitable for their team.
I don't know if people would do that though if they had enough pro point. I mean, like if they're in the semi-pro rankings for sure, but like for the top 16, if you're in top 12, you're practically guaranteed for every single MLG because of your pro points.
Yeah.
And it's like you won't ever lose unless if you like completely botch everything and lose it within um two back to back in a row. Yeah, I can't talk anymore.
It's okay.
What do you think if they did something where if the team did decide to change, they would have to be ineligible for the next tournament, the next immediate one,
Yeah.
and then could attend the one after that?
Yeah,
Mm.
that's an idea, but that's a little. I don't know.
For live
I don't.
events, that'd be pretty bad
Yeah, I
because
don't think they
you
would
have
go for that.
sponsors that are gonna be so mad. Like if that happened to Complexity, they would be pissed.
Yeah.
They would not like even
We got
bother.
Jeff in here. Jeff's like, yeah, I
They
don't know.
probably shouldn't change their roster then, huh?
I'd love to put penalty on the different things that are happening as far as roster locks, but the only thing is the higher ups, the tournament leaders have to do it, not us. Like we can't just say, "Hey, you guys should really just consider keeping your team," because all they're going to say is, "We're doing the best for our team," and
Yeah.
it's like, well, your influence is going to spread to everyone else in the community. So, yeah.
So let's get back into the ladies' league. We kind of got off topic there a little bit. Went on a rant about team changes.
Goddamn team changes. Okay,
Damn
sorry.
team changes. But Schoolyy, yeah, man. What do you got? I mean, you talked about trying to go international with the EU stuff. How do you plan on tackling that? Because I know myself, I'm trying to work on getting like a European weekly rant show going with some EU hosts here in the next month or so, and I know how difficult it is just doing that. I couldn't imagine trying to run a ladies league from over there. I mean, are there a lot of lady EU gamers? I don't even.
Yeah, definitely.
There are a lot of them
Yeah,
over
there
there.
there are. Yeah. But basically, man, just starting off with ladies' night, European ladies' night, which started not too long ago. Hopefully, as that one grows, more ladies show up. They'll start teaming together, and teams, will stem from that. I think that'll be great right there. And you could see, a league come off of that. Basically, the same way that it has with the current league that came off of, North American ladies' night. But just starting little events here and there for the EU players, because here for NA. A lot of us really don't do too much for the EU players unless they're doing it themselves over there. So by us doing the little things here for them and, providing that awareness, it can create more teams that want to show up and, be a part of online events and, hopefully get out here for LAN events later on as well.
So WMLG, let's go.
That would be awesome. I don't know how people would feel about that though, man. Women's Major League Gaming.
Why
right,
not,
you do
dude?
a lot of other sports though, man. A lot of other sports have WNBA. We have
what I'm
women's
saying,
boxing, fast pitch, things of that nature.
Because I know that was a topic brought up. I think maybe on the last time that I talked about girl gamers and stuff like that. But I know it was debated a while ago about just the girls just completely going off on their own thing and not even worrying about trying to play with the guys anymore. And I don't
There's not
know.
enough teams for that, though, man.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I was like, I don't know if that would work. There's not enough of you.
It would have to be completely online, similar to, past MLG, LANs, like not LANs, but just online.
Yeah,
Well, MLG had the idea a while ago. I think it was 2 years ago. They asked Frat Dolls, and then they asked Frat Dolls to retweet it about what would happen if there was a girl-only MLG league. And because the Frat Dolls has like 1 million followers and all that stuff, all these people replied, "What? They should be on the same par. They should be on the same tournament." And like a lot of people actually got completely heated over it.
Yeah.
I think even Mashable even mentioned about it. I mean, for a competitive girl, you wouldn't care because you're getting money out of it and you're getting like exposure and all that. But I don't know, to separate girls and guys, I guess you could say, for something that everyone has a fair chance of succeeding in. It's kind of like, well, here's a meal ticket. We're just going to give you that.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
I think it would be tough to do as well, especially if it's online, because you got to deal with a lot of, posers where, how many guys would take advantage of that? How many girls would have, guys account recovery and things of that nature? It would be tough.
Wait, can I get that recorded?
What's up, yo?
It's happened before, man.
I'd wear a wig too. I would do it all. You gotta dress the part, right?
Whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
Gotta dress
That's when
the
you start
part.
doing like a virtual LAN via Google Plus, something that I think
just Google Hangout or
Rebody brought
something.
up, man. I think that'll be great. We got to see you on the camera as you play at your house for this online event.
I'll just man, that chick looks a little manly. Hey, yo, what you talking about? Why you hurt my feelings?
I'm
It
just
happens,
doing
man.
me.
People
Stop
do it all the time, man. People sit there and account recovery for days, man.
I know,
They'll
right?
pose.
Dude, now that you bring that up, have you have any issues like that with your ladies' league? Some guys
All the
trying to
time,
get in
man.
there? Really? That happens all the time? Really?
All the time. And we had people come in. We had an issue one time where a guy had his girlfriend play. Had his girlfriend like on the mic as he played. But the call-outs were so off. And, some people in the chat, they may remember hashtag Yomo, you only middle once, because that's the only call-out that she would say. She'd be on the left side. I believe it was bootleg. CTF
Yeah, I was on bootleg.
middle. It should be on the left side of the map, right? No matter where she was, it was middle, and it just didn't kind of go with what she was saying. And it happens all the time, man. Then you have the issue with account recovery. If a team may need a good AR or a good SMG, they'll go and call in, maybe one of their friends that are guys to come in and, recover their account and play.
That's ridiculous. Why? How do you catch them? How many do you think are guys right now? Just a
I
handful?
don't know. That's what I have to think about it, man, because it's frustrating. But we do have some kind of system in place. Shout outs to the staff to help out so much, man. We do screenings where, first of all, you have to have a mic, and then a lot of times we'll have a ref in the game that'll sit there and listen and make sure that the call out.
Hey, yo, this is Jennifer. What's up?
There's a guy on YouTube, man, that poses as a girl. He could totally get away with it, man. If he wants to.
It's true.
Oh, it's so funny though. It's just Bezo. There you go.
I don't want to talk. Oh my goodness, Bezo. I hope he doesn't get mad when I say this, man, but he actually was one of the people who posed.
Bezo, you posed as a chica in this stuff? Come on, man.
Not really, man, but it was a couples tournament, and obviously people are going to try to find loopholes and things of that nature, and it is what it is.
Yeah. That's ridiculous. I can't believe why. Why would you do that? I don't know. Why would a guy want to do that? Make
Hey, it's
himself
easy.
feel better?
To them, they can look at it as easy money or easy MSP, whatever the prize is, and just taking advantage. There's a lot of haters out there as well, man. So they'll tend to see if they can, try to sabotage the operation, so to speak. But yeah, man, it happens all too much, man. It does. Yes, he did. Bezo did own up, and he did, give back. So shout out to him. But using that as an example.
Leave it to Bezo, honestly.
Bezo's a great guy, though, man. A lot of people don't know that. He does some silly things.
No, Bezo's a great guy. I agree with that completely, but you act like an idiot. What is up with these videos, yo? They gotta stop.
The ketchup earlier today, man. I heard something about ketchup, man.
What do I want to know?
I don't know. It came across the timeline like Bezo hashtag, ketchup, and I was like, what?
Bezo, fill us in. What's this ketchup thing? Type it right now.
Can I link the video? Oh, God.
Don't link the video. Why would you do something with ketchup? I mean, what?
No, man. He's not answering right now, man.
He's out to get... He's probably going to ninja into this call right now and start dancing with ketchup.
No, he'll never get in here again. Kid was naked dancing, rubbing ketchup on his chest. What?
What?
Is that true, Bezo? You gotta be kidding me, man.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
That's just fantastic. That's the kind of thing that you're like, oh, I kind of want to see that, but it's so wrong. Just.
I think that's hilarious.
I want to know why he does it, though. I don't understand it.
Bring him on, man. Let's find out.
Actually, I'm adding in. Hold on.
God,
go ahead. Go ahead, Vicious. Go ahead, Vicious. You just gotta cut me off. Cut me off.
I know. You just
there's
keep
a
going.
video.
Oh my God. But anyways, I remember when I first got introduced to the Obey community, and the first thing they told me, no hesitation, was never click a link from Bezo. That'll be your first mistake.
I don't click links anymore from anybody. There's no point, because there's that worm thing going on that they'll send it to your DMs, and a lot of people click on that because they're retarded, and then your DMs get blown up.
Where it's like, hey, why are you doing naughty things in this picture? Click on this.
There's a nude pic right here. Check it out.
But we're having the Girl Gamers talk, and actually in here right now, this is the 2012 Maxim's Gamer Girl, if anybody did not know that.
Yes.
Hello.
Schoolyy would know that. The king of girls right here. The king of girl gamers, Schoolyy himself, the man. He knows. He knows things.
He knows all.
What's up, Kate? Kate. Fix your mic, damn it. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Fix your mic. Alright, anyways, so there she is. She just hung up. But yeah, I don't know. What, we're into this an hour now? What's their talk? Let's talk about the playoff. Do you have a playoff system for this Lady League at the end of April or something like that?
I'm working on it. I'm working on
You're
it,
working on
man.
it?
I want to do something different, but obviously people are probably going to be expecting that as soon as the season's over, you're going to have one weekend to play. All 6 teams go and battle it out in a bracket, winners losers. But I don't know, man. I might do something different. I don't know about if it's a good idea to kind of extend it, kind of like how the NFL does it, and other playoff systems where you play this week, get knocked out, come back next week. But I'm still thinking about it. We could see that though, but I don't know.
So you don't. I mean, I don't. You kind of need to have a playoff though. You're having this league thing.
Yeah, there's definitely going to be a playoff, and top 3 teams from each conference are going to make it. But as far as like a system in place for sure, I'm not too sure yet. Still working on it.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Have you considered doing wild cards?
So,
Exactly. Yes, I have.
ooh, this is the time to ask the man himself what he's planning to do with the ladies' league.
That would be interesting, because then it's like some people still have the chance to get back in it, and they'd be fighting for that.
Yeah.
Is that what's the name of it? Is it really just ladies' league?
Yep, that's it. The COD Lady
Man,
League, man.
dude.
Couldn't be more creative.
I know, right? I'm about to come up with a better name for that this week, and I'm gonna send it to you. It's gonna be
He's
awesome.
gonna rebrand everything if you're a Schoolyy. Just watch out.
Yeah, watch out, Schoolyy. I'm coming in hot.
Am I
Are you
live
trying
now?
to get your video up? There she is.
Hi.
What's up? How's it going? Have you been watching this at all? You know what we're
No, I
talking
was
about?
on the 2-hour rant with my boss, work stuff.
Well, we're
So-
talking about ladies' league and girl gamers and everything, and I know you get a lot of flack from
Yeah.
your stuff. So, I mean, just what do you I don't know. Talk about being a girl gamer, I guess. We haven't actually talked about that, have we? We haven't talked about that. We haven't talked
No,
about
not
what it
really.
is to be a girl gamer. I think we should end the show with this, actually.
Well,
So we'll start with you.
there's a lot of stereotypes, first of all.
As
Just the expectations, I would say, first of all, for girl gamers. There's way more expectations out there. Somebody literally told me over Xbox the other day, they said that I can't be a real girl gamer because there was a certain game that I didn't play. I didn't know that I actually had to play every single game ever made. I didn't know that was a requirement, but apparently it is. So I'm considered not a full gamer because there was one game I didn't play. So I'd have to say the expectations out there are a lot higher. We're expected to do twice as many kills as you guys and still look good doing it.
hell
So-
yeah, you are. What the hell?
Jared, shut up. Go make me a sandwich.
Put you gamers on that pedestal right there. You guys got to be better than us and everything. But what's it like for the other girls to be a girl gamer? What is it? Is it fun? Is it fun? Do you get shied away from it at times where you just want to say screw it and throw your controller through your monitor?
For me, the only times it gets like frustrating like that is when people like come at you for little things. Like if you're having a bad day, then people just jump down your throat and say you're causing drama or say you're being dramatic or this and that. And you can't just play like a guy would play. If a guy's having a really bad day and just wants to get on and be angry and rage, like they can. But I feel like for girls, like there's all sorts of expectations for you, and then they expect that like she said, every single game you've had to play it. And I think that's weird because I see girls all the time like, I'm not a gamer girl, I'm a girl gamer, or the other way around or something like that. And I mean, I don't care if somebody who's
What
played
does the
1 hour
order
of
matter?
Xbox.
What
I
does
know,
the
I
order
don't know.
matter?
I see people
What's
saying
the
that all the
difference?
time.
What's
like,
the difference?
apparently one is like a female who will play for the attention, I'm assuming, versus a
Really?
girl that plays for the enjoyment of playing. And I mean, I don't really care so much about that either way. It's just I play for me. I don't play for me to have a label as a girl gamer and then to say other girls have to reach a certain level to be one. Like, they can do whatever they want, That's just my opinion. It's just play for yourself. Like, you shouldn't have to play for what everyone else thinks.
What about you, Ash? You've been around the scene for a while, since the whole Shadowrun days. What has it been like for you? Have you ever just wanted to quit?
Oh, many times. I
Many
actually,
times.
before Black Ops 1, I wanted to quit really hard and forget esports. And I've done that so many times. It's
Why do you keep coming back?
because I know I enjoy esports too much on every single capacity. I mean, to compete is thrilling. And it's just something that I've done that I can't imagine myself ever not being a part of.
And you can't
Even
let
if
somebody else take your enjoyment away.
Exactly. I mean, it's just I've had a lot of people. It used to be, what is it, like MLG Dallas '09. Like that was like the one turning point where I realized that the community is more hostile than just being online. Because this Gears Pro came up to me and started saying how I didn't belong, and it's just like I've had different things. I have different situations where it's just like people make it uncomfortable and they make it seem like you have no reason to be there, but obviously you have the same opportunity as everyone else, so might as well use it. I mean, I'm gonna play for me. I mean, for me, I used to be huge like I hate girl gamers. I will completely just like not care anything about them because I always think that identifying yourself as a girl gamer is just a weird thing. Like if you identify yourself as a pro gamer, you're saying that because, you know, you earn a salary or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a girl gamer, the only I guess accomplishment or anything is that you have a vagina.
Right.
And for me, it's like,
Hey,
why
that's an
do you need to
accomplishment.
assert that? I know, right? Oh, welcome. You have a specific chromosome order, but
You have breasties and a vagina. That's all you need. Just you
yeah,
know, just show them
like
off, and you'll be internet famous.
exactly. I mean, for me, it's just like I don't think there should be any importance on using the term girl gamer versus I'm just a gamer. Like if
Yeah,
you're a gamer, you're a gamer.
why do you think there's the girl gamer thing? Because there's no we don't say guy gamers.
Because
You're
it's a
gamer.
guy-based community.
Hmm.
It's mainly guys.
Yeah.
It's like a guy trying to be a nurse. I mean, obviously there's a lot more guys trying to be nurses now,
Gaylord
but
Talker? Okay.
but
Sorry, I had to say that. I had to say that.
but you know what I mean though? It's like
Yeah.
it's
I
a
don't know
guy-driven community, and so for a girl to come in, especially girls that are good at gaming to come in and to be able to game very well and compete with the guys, I don't know if it's an intimidation thing or what, but we just get hated on a lot more for it.
Hmm.
Why do you think
I-
guys are timid to pick up a girl? Like if it even if the girls are of that caliber, because there are a couple girls in this community that a lot of guys say are on the caliber to possibly play at like the top AM or pro level, but none of them want to ever pick them up. Why do you think that is?
I've heard them
And
say the drama. That's the one excuse I
drama.
always hear.
That's the
The
only
drama.
excuse.
That's what they always say. Even if you can
You
see that
women
there
though,
can be a
you
girl
women
who
though
never
love
has
drama. You start it. You're mind ninjas.
Yeah, you just live drama. That's all we are. Like us breathing is dramatic. So that's how it is. Like
It's extremely
please stop
dramatic.
yourself.
Squid said it the best. Beaches be crazy. Beaches.
I know some teams actually, especially way back when. I think there was even an article where World of Warcraft players were interviewed on this, but like players won't choose a girl because there's that element that they might get into a relationship with it and break the team, and
or
it's like
drama will cause the people assume they're in a relationship even.
and then it's just like, oh, those two are together, they're pairing up, and then it turns into, well, no one wants to bother with that, especially sponsors, because if there's a problem with the relationship or they have to choose one or the other, then that just ruins everything with the team and it ruins the dynamic. So that's how. I mean, I'm not going to name names, but I know a couple of teams
Name names.
No,
This is the rant.
and not only that, but this is
No one is safe.
this is in Halo. Oh, okay, no, one team in COD, but like I have been in, like, I've been part of like a couple of things where I've had people ask me, "Look, I teamed up with this girl, but I'm starting to fall in love with her," and I mean, like, just drop her. There's nothing good that can happen from that. And you might as well just drop her and then after a couple of weeks get into a relationship with her because it's just going to ruin everything. But like, I don't know. The community is just kind of weird whenever it comes to girls being on a guy
in
team.
general, Just girls
It's
in
either-
general. Just girls
yeah.
in general, man. These nerds are ridiculous. It's like I don't think they've ever talked to one in real life before. It's stupid. It's immature. But
Nerd is as nerd does, Jared.
Mm.
hey, you pipe it down over there, lady.
She's talking smack. What are you gonna do?
I
Nothing.
know. I know. She can talk some smack. She's got some game over there, but yeah. I don't know what else. What else do you ladies want to talk about? I'm gonna give you the floor right now. I've brought up a lot of things. It's your turn.
I think for me, I'll jump back because you were talking about the term pro-ho before I joined the call. And for me, like, I'm really nice with everybody. And so, like I said, I'll talk to, like, Parasite, who people, like, hate on constantly. He's always getting hated on. And, like,
Parasite.
yeah, I'm totally cool with Parasite.
Actually.
And it's like, or, like, earlier today.
I like giving him shit more than I might have liked. Actually, yeah.
Oh, who doesn't?
I like giving
That's
Aggie
the best
shit.
part.
It's just so fun. He's just so
But-
easy.
Yeah, like earlier today, I was talking to Aches because he was being like a bum in TP's stream last night and saying, "Oh, I'm gonna get a swarm." And so I was telling him, "Yeah, well, when you fail at that, you have to tweet like a random picture on Twitter," and then he never did it. And so it's just like you're joking around with people, but then sometimes
They take
people will
it
see that
seriously.
and they say, "Oh, you're talking to a pro, therefore you're a pro-ho because you're even talking to them." They think you're trying to get something out of it when really some people just are trying to have friendships. Like, we're all in this community together. We're all getting along, you know. We can have friendships without it trying to be something more and somebody seeking something out of it, which is constantly being said. And that's what I think is weird, is like the misconceptions that when you have friendships, it's something like underlying that.
I'm sorry, I have to bring attention to this guy in the chat, this Tripmeister Diesel. You act like you know you're a geeky nerd who likes the Wang. I rarely look at the chat, but I saw that and I had to laugh. That's funny. I don't know why do you guys get satisfaction in trolling? I never understood that. What's the satisfaction in trolling?
Oh, I
No
troll
one knows
online
who
all the
you are.
time.
I don't know. Like I
I let people know who I am and I troll.
But I don't see the satisfaction in it though. Like it's pointless. I don't know, blabber.
Oh, to get other people just like annoyed or riled up sometimes is so fun. Especially online in the game.
You feed off other people's grief. That's terrible.
I think I used to have so much fun griefing people online, like PC or Xbox, because even if like they found out who I was and like they looked at my stuff, I would still make fun of them because they like go to that point where they're like, "You're just some girl," and it's like, "Yeah, and what are you doing with your life?" And I miss those days. Oh my gosh, I used to troll on the top of my lungs.
Isn't that so great?
It is.
I don't know. The funniest thing for me is when people will ask you, like, point blank, because I get this all the time since I sound really young. I'll get asked, "Are you a girl or a little boy?" And then after they find out I'm a girl, they're like, "Oh, you sound sexy." And I'm like, "So you think little boys sound sexy is what you're saying right now."
Oh, that's awesome.
Like, it just makes me feel like uncomfortable for them. And I'm like, "Oh, you poor guy. You must be so confused."
Oh, that's so funny. So you think little boys sound sexy, huh?
That is-
Oh,
that is
interesting.
incredible.
Interesting. I like how you flipped that back on them. Wow, that's funny. I think if any girl gamers in here right now, they're gonna go try that right now.
It's the best part.
But I don't know. What else you guys want to bring up? Ash, you got anything you want to bring up?
Ooh.
Come on. I know you have something.
I always have something, but whenever it comes to girls, I have to be very careful of how I put it, because then it's going to turn into an attack. And I
Well, I have no
used to
filter. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, don't worry about it. You know.
Yeah, I used to like go after the whole like, girls are pro-hos and all that. I even made YouTube videos off it. It was really stupid.
Well, then
But,
what the
like-
hell? Let's talk about it. You obviously have a lot to talk about it. If you're making YouTube vids on it, let's go.
This is like Black Ops 1, but well, I guess everything still applies. I guess that's the horrible part about
I
it.
know.
Like-
It's the never-ending cycle. History repeats itself on a minutely basis in the COD community.
You
Yeah.
go, girl.
Yeah, go girl. Girl power. Girl power.
I wish I could just get a soundboard of everything you just said tonight. Girl power.
Go for it. Go for it. Go
I'm
back.
Jessica.
Hey. Yeah, I was Jennifer. I was Jennifer. How dare you? How dare you call me Jessica? Go ahead. I put all the videos up on YouTube afterwards. Go make a soundboard. That ought to be interesting. And then send it to me too. I'll use it myself.
Oh.
Come on, talk about it. Talk about it. You know you
What?
want to.
No,
You know
okay.
You want to.
No, how it used to be is that I feel like this like being in the community for so long, you get to the point where you start ignoring it, or it just it just eats away at you. Like, for instance, one of the videos I talked about was, I guess I was just taking a motherly kind of view on all the quote-unquote pro hosts, because back in Halo, there was like generations of it. There was like, the first one was stupid, the second one, like proceeding even further. It got to the point where girls that were 16 were like, what's the best way of putting it? Shacking up with older pros. Like, not not all the time.
Like
but...
jail time? Like,
No, like they were fracking pros at the events, but
yeah, I know, but is that like jail time stuff? Like these pros were too old, or
they were like 18, so it's like on the border,
yeah,
like
that's
18,
right
19, all that.
Because if they was, I'm freaking 911 on speed dial. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, for me, I felt so bad because I wanted more girls to get into the community. Like, I was one of those people who would try to talk with different girls from different communities, or even hell, like I tried to pick off a couple of PMS girls and try to get them into competitive. It didn't work because they were so scared of being called out for anything. And it's just like, I wish the community were more welcoming, but at the same time, I'm like, you really have to grow a thick skin for it. Like I mentioned earlier, I wanted to quit.
Thick skin.
Exactly. Like
even just doing this show, like I need to have a real thick skin
because you're gonna get attacked for different things, and it's like, because you're putting yourself out there.
I make a lot of people look stupid doing it too, so. Which I enjoy thoroughly, by the way. I'm not gonna lie.
You enjoy it, you very much. That's why you keep going.
Otherwise, I wouldn't be here still.
That's how you got your start.
That is how I got my start. I mean, you got to start somewhere, and drama, I guess, is the easy way to that. I guess it's the easy path. I mean, I hate to say it, but it is.
It really is.
Because especially in this community where not a lot of people are willing to really help you out with anything or offer an open hand to you, I mean, you got to do something rash and a little crazy to get your name out there. And it's kind of unfortunate that that's how it is, but it is how it is, so.
And then it turns into, hey, did you see me expose that guy? Oh, why didn't you like and favorite my video, and let's talk about it?
Yeah, exactly. Go to my YouTube channel right now and watch the Venom Grip show. That's like the best one I had. Let's go. Or the NJ Rod show. That one was good too. I think I probably almost got banned from Twitch on that one. I said some stuff on there I shouldn't have, but I was angry. I hate when people go to the racist stuff, man. I hate that, but I don't want to talk about that at all. That's a whole nother topic that doesn't need to be brought up.
They're awful. Long and short of it.
But, man, I said I was going to end with something. I had something on my mind. Here, Kate, you talk about the whole Proho thing and your thoughts on it. I know you have a strong thought on you have a strong opinion on this because you're more revolved around the Halo community than anything. So,
well, I've actually been like following MLG for years, and Halo was the first thing that I got into with MLG. And when I started going to events, I knew who all the players were just from watching them off of the streams, and so actually getting to meet them was actually, it was amazing. And I became good friends with a lot of them, and I'm still friends with a lot of them to this day. But just being a girl and getting yourself involved into a community like that, especially since, they're pros, it instantly racks you any sort of title. So, like, I don't know. I think people are very quick to judge anyone as a pro-ho. I went to UMG this past weekend or 2 weekends ago, however long it was now. And, I helped do some of the interviews with Team Fear. And, some people said there was already some talk going around about me. But it's ridiculous because it's like I was there on a professional level doing interviews, but nobody sees it as that because I'm a girl. And I feel like that's how a lot of girls get labeled, and it's a very easy label that people get just picked on for. Like, if it has no credibility at all, but it's just so easy for people to say. But what about all the guys out there that are hitting on these girl gamers? Why can't we label them something? You know?
Maybe
Don't
that's
give
on
them
you
a name.
girls.
Yeah,
Maybe you girls should start labeling guys then.
I
Start
think
your own labels.
that whole thirsty thing is already on there.
Yeah, thirsty. Yeah, I mean, we all know Haggie's like the thirstiest gamer on the interwebs right now. So,
Somebody said bro hose.
Bro.
bro hose. What is that in the chat? Bro hose.
Yeah.
Bro hose. Yeah, but
That's-
that is a problem. I mean, it does discourage a lot of girls, I'm sure, from trying to join this community because if they do start talking to anybody, they get that instant label that, oh, you're riding his D because he has so many followers and whatnot, and it is kind of stupid.
That makes it hard to even go out there and do anything, though. Makes it hard for us to get out there and actually take a chance doing any sort of tournament or doing any sort of videos on our own, because people are just going to come right back and say, oh, well, she's just, riding his D, or she's just sucking off this guy or something. Just absolutely ridiculous, outlandish things that they'll say.
That's what you
For
get,
no-
though, when half the community is under 18.
Well, that too.
Well, it's sad too because then you get people who are hell over 18. They're like 22 or 23. They're still saying the same junk. It still happens.
Because they jump on the bandwagon.
That's true.
Where they created the bandwagon.
Mm.
Ooh, or they created the bandwagon. Ew.
Story time. I think Sam has a story.
No, I don't have
You
any
have a story?
stories.
You have a story?
I think that the older guys, I don't think it's the older guys like, oh, all the younger guys are saying this, It's like they matured a little. They know what's wrong and right. And I think a lot of the younger ones are the ones who will see like, oh, everybody's using this thirsty word lately. Well, I guess I'm going to go around and start using this word now because it's pretty cool. Like, I think it's the younger ones that
Got
are
a nice
more
ring to it.
impressionable.
I like it.
Yeah. And like brought on, they like reenact what they see. And I feel like it's the older guys that kind of need to be the model and need to show their age a little bit more.
Yeah. I'm
Good
trying to be the beacon of light here, but it's difficult. It's difficult to be the beacon.
Good luck with that.
Schoolyy, you've been quiet over there, man. What do you think of all this pro host stuff? I want your opinion on it.
I think it's crazy, man. I don't know. I don't want to really talk too much about it, but I agree
want you
with
to
basically what
talk
they're
about
saying here, man. It's just crazy how anytime any of the ladies in the community does anything, they instantly get labeled, and it makes it that much tougher for them to do anything in the community. And it really looks bad for the younger ones coming up that really want to be a part of competitive gaming, regardless what community it is, but more so for Call of Duty. And I think that's sad right there. But yeah, man, I agree with all the ladies. I'm quiet just because I'm enjoying it, man. I'm sitting back and listening to what everybody's talking about here, man.
Oh, we got lots we can rant about.
For days.
Yeah, I thought ladies could talk for days. Let's do let's do one more topic for any one of you three girls can pick the next topic, and we'll talk about that for the rest of the show until it dies off. So pick a good topic.
Well, that's a lot of responsibility.
Yeah, that's a lot of pressure.
Oh, come
Can't
on.
you like throw
Think
one
on the
out at
fly.
it?
Think on the fly. Let's go. Anybody in
Yep.
the chat? Anybody in the chat? If you got a girl gamer topic that you want us to chat about, we'll leave it up to you guys then, since these girls are cold on their feet, I guess.
Donna coming out of the woodwork. Hey. I don't understand how some girls call themselves pro gamers. I think the pro gaming
Girls
definition.
call themselves pro gamers?
Yeah.
Who?
Oh my gosh. You're going to make me name names, aren't you?
Yes, I don't know who. I don't follow any of these girl gamers, so I am completely oblivious to like everything that goes on that side of the community.
Oh, it's going to turn into me. Well, okay. Like,
We got your back. Let's do it.
Yeah, I got your back. Don't worry. Don't worry.
no, because, okay, like, there are a lot. Not a lot. I shouldn't
Wait,
say a
that one
lot.
girl Pink says that she's a pro gamer?
She did?
I don't know. That's
I don't
what
know,
somebody
it's
said in the
okay.
chat.
Violence?
I would need to see
Does
screenshots of that, though.
Does
Miss
violence say?
Violence?
Kelly has.
I think hers used to say it in her bio, but now it says like high level player or something like that. Like it doesn't say pro player, I believe, anymore.
Yeah. I mean, there are different definitions of pro gaming, or pro player rather. So it's so hard to define it because some people think, oh, if you have a contract, you're a pro player. No, you have to have a salary. No, you have to place. Like there are different variations.
What classifies you as pro in your terms then?
Whose terms? My terms?
In anybody's
Are
terms.
you asking a question
sorry.
here? I don't know who that was directed towards.
And that's the thing is it's completely objective. Like everybody has their own opinion on it, so it can't even really be defined.
Even the guys of the community still argue with themselves about it. Like, hell, I think even Fliz, like, last week started talking about it, like, what constitutes a person who is a pro. And there were some people saying, oh, any of the YouTubers like PewDiePie or Woody's Gamertag, they're pro gamers, like, because they get paid basically a salary and huge numbers for it. Because they can sustain themselves. That's what I meant to say, yeah. They can sustain themselves from the money they earn from gaming. Whereas some others will say, no, you need to place, you need to have pro points, plus you need to be contracted by MLG, Complexity, any team.
Piso saying his GB rank is an e-girl magnet. Yeah, until they see your videos and realize how freaking weird you are. But yeah, I mean, we've talked about the whole pro gamer thing a few times on this show, and it basically came down to what a pro gamer is if you, like what Mark said in the chat, if you're compensated for your craft. So I mean, if you have a salary, if you have a company paying you on a regular basis to play a video game, then I think
what
that
if
would
you don't have a company that plays you? Like, what if you don't have sponsors, but you go to events and you win the events a lot, but you just don't have a sponsor? Does that mean that you're not a pro gamer then?
If MLG sponsors, like if you win MLGs though, you do get a stipend, so you do have some money coming your way.
Right.
But that is a good question, though.
I don't know.
Trying to think outside of it.
That still goes back to
will
the
always just be around.
Right. It still goes back to the how do you classify it?
I don't think there is any. I don't think on pro gamer on it. Just there is no pro COD gamer. How about that? I don't know. There's not one COD. Well, maybe Nadeshot. I don't know. Nadeshot might be the only COD player that can sustain himself off of gaming. Like,
Rambo.
Well, no.
Well,
I've heard that Rambo can't really sustain himself that well. Off
as
of
long
gaming.
as he stays home, then he's fine, because he can pay for.
Rambo never
all
goes
stuff.
outside. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I know. Like I remember he
outside?
used to talk about it.
Yeah,
He
Rambo
doesn't go outside. He just chills.
Rambo just chills all day on his computer and streams with 2,000 viewers all the time. But yeah, I don't know. Even you got Nadeshot who makes good money. I mean, that whole Optic team made decent money last year. But I mean, I would assume Optic is probably the only team that could even be considered anywhere near a pro team in Call of Duty. But that's my opinion.
If they get stipends and they get like a small salary, would that even be considered?
I don't know. A lot of people want to say that a pro gamer is someone who can live off of gaming.
Like purely like everything that they have,
like
including the rent.
Yeah, like I mean, yeah.
So I think that's a little hard to do just because even though there are big prize money out there, it's like after you count out your expenses and travel and everything, it's going to be too hard to actually make a living off of it. It's just not that much money. Well, depending on what kind of living you want to do. If you want to live like Jared, then it's not enough money.
Yeah, I'm a very expensive person. I like nice things. What can I say? Damn. But Big T has won more money than Nadeshot. He's won more money, but Nadeshot brings in money on a consistent basis with his YouTube and streaming and all that. So, I mean, Big T's winnings are all from tournaments, and Nadeshot's earnings are. I mean, he did win that 90K from the COD XP, but he consistently is bringing in money from his YouTube and his
YouTube sponsorships and
stream.
Does he do anything like Squid Grip or codes or anything like that? Like
no, he doesn't.
Like there are different players that also profit off that. Not just Squid Grip, but like a whole bunch of other like product placements. Oh, I'll take 10% of whatever.
Yeah.
But I think Twitch and YouTube are the biggest proponents of this community. Like they're paying these players practically.
Okay, extras. Let me get this straight. The YouTubers don't play the games competitively. I'm sorry, but if you don't play the games competitively, then you shouldn't even be classified anywhere near a pro. I'm just gonna say that right now. They
I think
play it.
That would make you a really well-known gamer.
Yeah, exactly. That's about all you are. You make a lot of money playing a video game and being entertaining. You don't make it playing it competitively.
How about the StarCraft kids, though?
Don't get me started.
There's a lot with StarCraft, though. I mean, there are different variations, like from people being paid to live in a team house to people barely being able to make ends meet that can only live in a pro house given that they stream a certain amount of hours every single week.
Right, or the people who go all the way over to like Korea to play or something.
Yeah. Or how the Ministry of Wind, I forget which country they're in. I think Poland, but that's just ridiculous.
That's right, Poland, my homeland. You know, apparently there's a whole town over there filled with Jascots. I need to go over there sometime. Apparently I have a lot of family over there that I have no idea about.
Is Nate?
But what does he say, Lil? I was expecting that comment from New Zealand. No,
Nate's Red Bull's sponsorship is official. He's always been.
Is his sponsorship with Red Bull official?
I'm like 85% sure. Primarily because of the people I've talked to.
Sure.
I say 85% because I haven't asked any intel
number.
in like a month.
You should have just said 87.637% or something like that.
If you want to make it that interesting, then sure, let's go.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna be that random, might as well make it interesting while you're at it. Come on.
I'm just saying that
I've been crunching my percentages for years now. I know everything. But I don't know. We touched on everything. I liked Schoolyy, man. Good to have you on here finally. Talk about this ladies league thing that you got going on. I think it's great what you're doing over there, giving these girls a place to play and feel at home. Because I mean, they never really had that before you showed up. So I'm sure they all appreciate it. And I appreciate it for keeping them out of my hair. So thank you.
There's a lot of
Jared
great
gets
ladies in the
swarmed all the time.
Oh, Jesus, stop it. Anyways, I don't know. I think that's going to do it for us, unless there's anything else that the chat wants us to touch on before I close this out. I'll let them decide. There might be something we haven't got to that I forgot. I don't think I forgot anything, though. We touched on a lot of stuff today. Thought it was a good show.
Speak now, forever hold your peace.
Exactly. Speak now or forever hold your peace.
Somebody wants to know how sexy Diesel is.
Yeah, I'm super sexy.
He's just gonna dance on stream now?
No,
Ketchup.
hell no. Ketchup? Do I
No,
need
make it mustard this time.
No, I'll make it honey. I'll make it honey.
Oh.
I'll make it honey. Honey's way better. Because honey actually tastes good. I hate mustard.
Okay, if you start dancing with honey and then you start
I'm not
licking the honey off,
twerking it. I will never twerk it. I will never twerk it on a webcam or anywhere. If I twerk it, it'll be in a locked vault on like a freaking USB drive or something. Get the stripper pull out, Diesel. Why does everybody want me to dance, yo? I'm not dancing. What the hell? Yeah, what if next show? What if next show like the camera like the show turns on, there's
People
a
want to
stripper
see
pole
my
in the
cat for
background?
some reason.
No one wants to see your cat.
Somebody keeps saying, "See my cat."
Oh.
But you guys don't have anything you want to talk about, really? Am I gonna close it out here?
Girl Rage looks like she's asking how females get into the league to play with other females. I'm guessing she means for the next league since this has already been started.
Yeah. There's going to be sign-ups.
You can also do ladies' night on Fridays.
Yep.
How do you make it not discouraging for these girls to come in? Do you welcome them with open arms, like, or are there those girls that are like that snub a lot of them? I'm sure
you're
there
talking
are
about
those snubby girls.
In regards to like the new ladies coming in?
Yeah, like the new ladies coming in. Like how many ladies do you have come in like on a monthly basis, say, and how many of them stay longer than a week?
Ooh, I don't know on a monthly basis, but we get some good numbers every week. I know at least 28 to 36 sign up for North American Ladies Night. 8 to 16 for European ladies night, and then pretty much the same thing for Australian ladies night. So got some good numbers there. But in terms of like welcoming those ladies to the night, I think more so. I hate to do this, but I want to put it on the veteran ladies. I think that a lot of times when they come in, there's certain stuff that the other women in the community could do as leaders in the community, veterans amongst the Call of Duty ladies that can kind of take them under the new ladies under their wing, show them the ropes, and really be a role model for them, if you would, more so than what I could do. Because at the end of the day, I am a male, and they may view me differently than what they do other ladies who are actually competing with them, rather than there's the guy that hosts the event.
Yeah. I have to give props to like Serenity and a couple of the other ones though that actually take some of them under their wing during like the ladies' night. They'll be like, "Here, I'm going to explain to you what's going on." Like there are a lot of I've experienced like a bunch of girls who participate in ladies' night that have no idea what's going on. But
I'm sorry, I have to laugh at this because this guy said Diesel's never been in a Skype chat with so many girls before. But Turbo,
actually, there were more last time.
Yeah, last time I had about 8 up in here, man. I was playa. But Turbo brought up a good question. He said, "What are your girls' outlooks on booth babes / booth girls who don't play video games, and how do you think they affect the community?" Because I know Kate was an wow, I totally messed up that word, but Astro booth girl at MLG events. So she can touch on that a little bit, and then Ash and Sam here can touch on what their thoughts are of the booth babes as well. So I think good question, Turbo. Good job, buddy.
Well, that's the difference. I think the Astro, they hired us because we actually kind of went through like an interview process, and they asked us if we know anything about gaming. So the girls that work there just aren't hired for looks. The girls that work at Astro, we know about what we're talking about. We know about the headsets. We know about gaming. We know how it can affect it. So we're not just going to sit there.
How many guys actually ask you girls about gaming, though? They just go
up there. No, I've gotten quite a bit.
Talk to you.
I've gotten quite a bit of people who come up and say, "So do you know anything about gaming?" or ask me what's my background in gaming. And then I tell them, and I just shit on their soul. Can I say shit on this show? Because I just said shit.
Are you serious?
Shit.
Fuck ass. I'm
just
not,
making sure.
It's free range. Free range.
But like, I guess I would say that a lot of the booth babes out there are hired just for looks, but you can tell when you start talking to them. You ask them anything about
whether or not they have a brain. Yeah, I know.
Well, they know if they're hired based on looks, and you can tell, I think, in how they portray themselves and how they carry themselves and how they act.
Mash.
No, I was gonna say, what do you think about the girls that were hired for MLG that were like doing cheerleader stuff and all of that, like that were trying to get more people? I can't remember which sponsor it was.
I know what you're talking about too.
Yeah, I want to know what you think about them though.
I've met a few of them, and I mean, they're really nice girls, and some of them did know about gaming, but a lot of them were, once again, there to be like booth babes, just there for fun, for looks, just to add some girl touch. My cat wants to be on the stream so bad.
Get that cat out of here.
He never leaves my side. Yeah, somebody said the Dr. Pepper girls. There's the Dr. Pepper girls, MLG girls. I don't know, a lot of them were hired just to be a face. And I think a lot of them know that, and that's cool if, they want to do that, but I
want
think
something pretty to look at while I'm at this damn event. I don't care if you have a brain
shut up, I'm not done talking. I just think for... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I think that people forget that this is an entertainment industry. Like, of course there's going to be beautiful girls standing around,
Right.
promoting product. That's what this freaking country is built on, I swear. So, I don't have any problem with it at all. It's their job. If they want to, stand around selling product all day, go for it. But it doesn't, make me feel like, I don't know, oh, man, they're giving a bad name to all of us women gamers who really do play, and we just grind for hours, and they don't do anything but look pretty.
It's obvious that they're not girl gamers too.
Exactly.
They're just gamers. I'm tired of the titles. I'm tired of the titles. I'm starting it right now on the Weekly Rant. Girls are just gamers. They're not girl gamers. They're not gamer girls. They're just gamers.
Exactly, and
Start the movement.
I'm starting the movement.
But
it's when you create a separation that the separation becomes more obvious.
Yeah.
Wow, that was some.
Is that deep?
That was deep right there. That was really deep. Damn. Ash, you haven't said much on this, have you? I don't think you have. I don't think you've said enough.
No,
You're over
for
there
me,
just going.
I mean,
Yeah,
well, because I'm intrigued by this conversation because Caitlin has actually worked for Astro and she knows it, and I have people. Wow, did I seriously say I have people? I have friends that are
You
in
have
TAP
people?
that have
Really?
been in.
Got people in places.
I got people everywhere. I know
don't wanna
people.
say like
I know people.
But like I've had friends who work in TAP, who worked in Charisma Plus 2, and who have given me or have shed some light on how it is like behind the scenes kind of thing. And it's just like I wish more companies did what Astro does, to do an interviewing process where they say, well, look, we want to know what you know about gaming. We wanted to hire you based on that. Like whenever I was a freshman in college, I worked for Indicate at E3, and E4All, and they only hired people they hired a lot of students, but they also hired like people who knew what they were talking about as far as gaming was concerned. And I just wish that was more of a requirement for all these booth babes, so to speak. But then again, it's like if they want to present a girl that has the biggest tits in the world because their character looks like a girl who has the biggest tits in the world, then
let's go.
It's like I can't do anything. It's like it's going to happen, and it's really difficult to deal with it. But then again, if people can't differentiate between what a booth babe is and what a girl that plays games is, then they're out of reality. That's the way that I view it.
Good stuff.
Somebody also asked in the chat, he said he doesn't want to get stoned for this, but he wants to ask about the frag dolls.
What about them? Where's that?
I mean, it was Turbo. He asked a little while up.
Oh. Turbo with
is
the questions.
Anything specific about them?
Yeah, I
don't
don't
know. Ask
I don't
Turbo.
know anything about the frag dolls really.
On like how they represent women gamers, or
frag dolls or frag dolls.
Well, I have known like who frag dolls are for a long time, and I have heard from a lot of people, frag dolls are just there to be good-looking girl gamers. But I mean,
is that what they're there for? I don't even know what that. I see them like constantly like do.
He's asking if they're competitive. I think they're competitive because they compete at different events and tournaments.
Well, the way that it's like they did the Shoot Mania thing for IPL, right? Like that was the last quote unquote event they did since Rainbow Six and all of those. Mm-hmm. Like they do like different let's do a play with the dolls kind of night and all that. But they really haven't, because they keep on changing the roster too. Like they brought on Days and Esper? I can't remember who was the new one, but they keep on changing the roster within the past few years, and it's just like I don't think they have really had time to say, hey, let's do a competitive thing. But it's also like I've spent entire events with some of the frat dolls and the cadets, and they really are a marketing team. Like there are some girls that don't get picked for frat dolls because of the way that they style themselves. Like I know a girl who likes to wear a lot of black, but like she's extremely fashionable, but she wears a lot of black. And they didn't want that because they want someone who's going to have a bubbly personality versus a stylish, like, I don't know.
I think 90% of my clothes are black.
It's a good color. It goes with everything.
It goes with everything.
And I keep seeing this 400-pound whale on. Who is this? Apparently she's a host of the Halo Council.
Read the question a little while up they posted.
Who?
400-pound whale.
Oh, what do girls think about the Maximum Girl Gamer contest that was a few months ago? Well, what do you think about it, Kate? We have the 2012 Maximum Gamer Girl in here, so what do you think about it, Kate? What do you think about it, huh?
It was a really interesting contest. I would have to say that. It started out where I actually almost entered at first because since it was run by Maxim, I thought they were just looking for models. And I was like, oh, well, this isn't going to be a real contest. And we had to make a submission video. And I just went all out with my submission video. I said, you know what? Why don't you pick a girl who thinks with her brain instead of with her boobs, a girl who actually knows what she's talking about when she's talking about gaming. I said, why don't you pick a girl who actually is a gamer instead of one who just looks good holding a controller? And I guess my video must have had some sort of effect because I got to round 2. So, you know. But then we did have to make another video where we got sent a sealed envelope and we had to open it on camera and answer questions about gaming. So they were testing us to see if we knew anything about gaming. The contest was interesting. I think it could have been run better. There's so many girls that, you know, could have won, should have won. I'm looking forward to see all of them compete next year. I don't really know what to think about the contest because, to be honest, I didn't think I was going to win. But I did, surprisingly. And there were so many girls that entered that I voted for a bunch of other girls I thought should have won. So I don't know if you guys...
This U4 guy from Halo Council, he knows it all, man. He just said in the chat, Ultimate Gamer House. I don't know why you gotta type everything so weird. Are you like from frickin', what is this, like Germany or something? I don't know. Like,
yes,
what accent are you
I
going
did
with?
win the 2010 Dr. Pepper Ultimate Gaming House.
Kate's accent.
Yes,
I remember the drama.
She's got that Canada accent. Eh? Who cares a
Gosh,
boot it?
dang it.
She's gonna start saying a boot it pretty soon. She's too far up north.
Oh, you're from Minnesota.
Yes, for everyone not clear on this, Kate won. She is the 2012 Maxim Gamer Girl, and yes, not many people know this. If you want to follow her, it's at Kate_says, and I will shout out everybody's Twitter at the end of the show. But yes.
I want to know what Ash and Sam thought about the contest, if they even had seen it or knew about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, yeah, I actually signed up for it too.
Hey, Ash, hit up Roxy. Get her in here.
But
No, she's at a Target.
I think I was only in it at the very, very beginning, so I didn't get like that many votes. But I don't know. I thought it was cool. I like the idea of it. So I mean, I just like getting the idea out there that everybody, when you're on Xbox and stuff, people are like, oh, girl gamers are all like big heffalumps that, you know, eat butter and don't leave the house. And I'm just like, not all girl gamers are like that. What are you talking about?
I go with that. It's like, that's exactly what I look like.
Exactly. I mean, I don't go around asking every guy gamer like, oh, do you have glasses and pimples and, you know, hide from the sunshine? But
I eat bricks of cheese on a daily basis.
I know. So I feel like we constantly get stereotyped when we're found out. And so I like shining a light on that, you know, there's tons of like really attractive gamer girls. There's a ton of girls that have really great personalities and really out there. And, you know, there's just such a wide variety, and we all get stereotyped into this one little box. We're all put in one box, and it's like there's a, you know, ton of us out here, and, you know, we don't fit in a box. So I really like the idea of that.
What, do you want a crate or something? What do you want?
Yeah, at
Jeez.
least. It's crowded in here.
Ash, what were your thoughts on the whole contest?
So, I think it was, what is it? There was a group of people who were like, this Maxim tournament is just a flaming piece of shit because it would go towards a girl who had absolutely no idea what they were talking about, and would be, because there was a lot of girls who were buying votes with nudes. That's why.
I know. I remember.
Yeah.
I remember.
And it was really like plaguing a lot of people. I remember Kelly said a lot of shit about it, and then like about the thing. Who was it? Like I don't know if, wait, hold on. I think Roxy is still out. Sorry, I had to reply on that. But I don't know. Like for me, I didn't like the Maxim thing because Maxim perpetuates this kind of thing where it's normally about glorifying women and their bodies kind of thing, and it's just like, for the gaming community, it's like there's not a lot of positive feedback for girls because I mean, how look at it. In our community, we're always talking about pro hosts, and in the community at large, we're talking about booth babes and real girl gamers, cosplayers, and all that. Like, there's no real positive kind of thing for it. And then it's like whenever we saw the Maxim, like I think a lot of girls, hell, even me, were kind of like, well, this just kind of looks bad. Now we're just not making a novelty out of every single girl.
Which
like
is why
whenever
I almost didn't even enter.
Yeah, like I'm glad like that you won because you actually know how to game and you've gamed before and like you're not like one of the girls who gave a nude in order to get a vote. Like if one of those girls got picked, I think I would have just hanged myself there because that was just stupid. But I mean, honest to God, like I just don't like these kind of things. But I mean, it's something that we have to put up with. Like it's always going to be turned into a novelty. Booth babes are going to always be here, no matter what we try to do.
Right.
They will. Unfortunately, it attracts the nerds.
Mm-hmm.
Who doesn't like an attractive female? Come on.
They go to events. They go to hell. Even at E3 last year. Whenever I was walking around on the floor, there was always like this like really nerdy guy wanting, hey, can I get a picture of you? Like because they love it. They want to get a picture with that hot chick who's standing in the corner and their favorite character.
And then 5 minutes later, it's like their new twit pic. It's like, yo, check me out.
And then they have the weird, awkward arm hovering over the shoulder. Exactly.
Good times. Good times.
Aw.
But I think that's gonna do it. You ladies have anything else you want to say before I close this out?
Is there anything additional in the chat before we leave?
It's getting to that 2 hour mark. I like to keep the show under 2 hours because. Serious question though.
He doesn't like to hear his voice that much.
Why? You just pipe it down over there. Why is there a Maxim gamer girl and not a gamer guy? Are you serious? Is there?
Cat Promotions does have some male clients. We don't aim more towards males because it's so easy to find guy gamers. It's not as easy to find girl gamers who know what they're talking about. So whoever was just talking about the Maxim guy thing and Tap Promotion not having guys, if you look, there are some guys that are a part of Tap Promotions with us. So yeah.
Booyah.
Damn, Boss Nasty, you hit me up too late, bro. Boss Nasty's like, you need a guy. What did he say? Frick. Now I gotta.
Is Boss Nasty in this?
Yeah,
I looked and he wasn't on
watching.
Skype.
He's like, no, he's not in here. He's probably watching though. He said, you need guests to talk about girl gamers. I interviewed a bunch of girl gamers at MLG Dallas 12. I was like, damn, dude, they're probably not even playing video games anymore. What'd you do, Boss Nasty? You scared them away. But. No, sorry. It's the end. This has been 2 hours now. I didn't even expect the show to go a whole 2 hours, but we just kept talking and talking and talking, which is awesome. We all love to talk. I guess we did have 3 girls in here, though, so what do you know?
It worked out.
It worked out. It definitely did. So thanks, all you guys, for coming on. Schoolyy, you the man. I'm coming up with a title for you this week, and I will tweet it out.
Goodness.
I'm coming up with a title. This is what I do.
All right.
Coming up with a title for you. So thanks for coming on. That's Schoolyy, man. It's at Schoolyy. His name's right there. It's at SCHOOLYY. Give that guy a follow. He's a pretty prominent figure in this community, and he does things the right way. A lot of people need to follow in his footsteps. So he's a good guy. Give him a follow. Support him. I do. And then we got Lady Insanity at Lady Insanity, right?
Mm-hmm.
At Lady Insanity. Then you got Vicious in here at SOX Vicious, if I'm correct.
Yep.
Damn, I am good. And then you got Caitlin here, which is at Kate_says. Give her a follow as well. And that's going to do it for tonight, guys. Big shout out to our sponsors, UMG Gaming, Squid Grip, In Control Avenger, Vertex Labs. Twitter's all scrolling at the bottom. Give them a follow. They support me. I support them. They're awesome people. They're what makes this community worth staying in. So I only deal with good people, guys. Only deal with good people. I know who they are. But that's going to do it. I'll be back Saturday. Actually, we switched to Sunday now because Saturday is the ICN tourney. We did switch to Sunday. We'll be back Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, peace out.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, y'all.
Thanks, Ben. Thank you for having me on.
It's been a blast.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me on, man. I appreciate it.
See ya.
Uh-oh.
All right, ladies. Take care.